Hello Pisces, this is Vanessa from Celestial Soul Tarot and welcome to your monthly reading for October 2022. Thanks so much for joining me. So we're going to take a look into the energies of October, see what messages are coming through for you. All right, this reading is for Pisces, October 2022. All right, what does Pisces need to know at this time? Messages for Pisces. Messages for Pisces. Okay, so taking a look into your recent past here, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Your present energy is the World. Your challenge is the 10 of Cups. What's hidden is the 2 of Wands. We have the 9 of Swords as a help. And we have Judgment coming through as the energy moving into November, right? Yeah, we do have the 6 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, okay? So there's some sentimental energy coming through here, right? Has an energy of memories. I want to say like photo albums, the past, reflection, you know, maybe back to your childhood, back to the past, how things used to be, right? Maybe some of you, it involves children or something around the past involving your childhood or old connections, old friends, you know, maybe people from high school or college or that sort of thing, right? But it does come across as a memory, sentimental energy, right? Strong emotional connections with people from the past, situations, right? So we're just going to take a look into the foundation and then we'll take a look into the runes. We'll dig a little bit deeper. And if we need to, we have another tarot deck here if required, right? So we'll take a look and start with the recent past, right? So we do have the Wheel of Fortune coming through here. So there's a need for things to shift and change in the situation here, right? And again, in the past, opening yourself up, your awareness of something, you know, shifting out of stagnancy, so to speak, right? So with this energy, this could be in the past, repetitive patterns and behaviors, a cyclical type of situation that you're experiencing over and over and over again, right? And that's essentially what's coming through, or again, a situation from the past is essentially what's almost coming across more so where, again, with this past energy, and it's almost like, wow, I've been there before. I've done that before. I've experienced that before with these other people, but I'm experiencing it again with these other people, but it feels very similar to that old situation. And I thought I broke out of that pattern and that habit, or, you know, why am I going through this again? That's what this feels like. It's like, wow, I'm experiencing this again, over and over again. And again, who knows how many varieties of things and situations that you're experiencing, a multitude, right? Could be a variety of energies. It's like, wow, I thought I got rid of that. I don't know how. You're recreating a situation, but with different people at a different time now, right? That's what's coming through here in this reading, okay? And so what we have here now is the World, right? There's an opportunity here for you to do the hard work to clear out the cyclical patterns, right? This energy is ruled by Saturn. This energy is ruled by Jupiter here, right? And we have Pluto over here with Judgment, okay? And so Saturn is the energy of cycles, of history, of patterns, karmic energy, right? The past, like I said, history coming through and repetition, something happening over and over again. And with Saturn energy, right? And again, Jupiter expands and it keeps expanding and it grows. And for some of you here, it just feels like this situation keeps getting bigger, or it's an excess of something that's happening, but it's happening perhaps at a smaller scale before, but now it just keeps getting bigger, and it's an expansive type of situation that you're experiencing that's uncomfortable, perhaps, but because the hard work wasn't put in before, right now, if you want to end the karmic pattern or the situation and you don't want to experience that again, you have to put in the hard work to finish it once and for all, so you don't have to experience it again. This is the final card in the tarot, the closing out of chapters. No more, right? Let's do this. Let's do it right. Let's finish it off, and it's like, go big or go home, right? Like I said, Jupiter, it keeps expanding, and maybe it was a smaller type of situation and maybe you didn't want to deal with it. Again, Pluto here, and I'm going to get to this energy with judgment, where you sweep it under the rug. You don't want to deal with it. You ignore it. And you ignore it. And like I say with Jupiter here, the Wheel of Fortune, it just gets bigger and it gets bigger. And now it's an excess, this massive thing you have to deal with it. And it's this karmic energy that's coming back around that you refuse to deal with. Well, now you're being forced to deal with it in a big way. And right now you have to do something about it, and you have to shift out of this energy so that you can actually enjoy your life once and for all, and cut out the past and old ways of doing things, right? Cut out the cycle altogether. And so what we have here is your challenge is this Ten of Cups. This is a community energy. You and other people, again, the happy home card, so to speak. So this could be a family-oriented situation with your home, with your family, with your neighbors, with your community. Maybe it's a work situation. Maybe it has everything to do with the internet and socializing and that sort of thing, right? So think bigger, open your mind. It could be a variety of energies here. But this is your challenge, is to connect, to get out there and start socializing with people. Family reunions, right? For some of you, you're missing out on family reunions. You're missing out on weddings. You're missing out on birthdays with certain people, baby showers. Some of you aren't attending local communities, festivals and events. Some of you aren't attending work festivities, right? Lunch and learns, or, going to lunches with your teammates or your coworkers, or some of you, again, it's connecting, the connection energy, whatever this is for you. This is your challenge. This is something that needs to be worked on here, right? And it has everything to do with people from the past, reconnections, coming back around. There's a problem or situation here where it's unfinished. It's unfinished business. There's an opportunity here for you on a massive level here with the 10. Moving from the 10 to the 6, this is now or never. This is something that needs to happen here. I feel like that's out of focus, right? So, yeah, again, and it could be maybe with one person. Maybe it's with your mother, your father, a sister, like a sibling, something that happened in your childhood, who knows? But something's really grown, and it's something that's coming back around. It's unfinished, and it needs to happen. It needs to be completed, right? There's some sort of missed connection here, or some sort of situation that keeps coming back around. It could be very difficult to deal with, but it has everything to do with this Ten of Cups energy, whatever that might be for you. Like I told you before, there's a variety of possible scenarios, right? So what's hidden here is the Two of Wands, right? It's the fork in the road energy. It's a decision point, okay? So it's coming across as an opportunity for you to make new decisions, to think in a different way, to shift your perspective, so to speak. So you could do the easy thing, and go down this road, and there's maybe like a little hill, and you're off to the races. You're fine. You're going to enjoy life, and you're going to do your thing. And that comes around as something from the past, where it's like, let's go the easy way. Right? And that's what's coming back around. What's hidden, again, is the opportunity to do the hard thing with the mountain in the background here. This is you want to do the hard thing. Do the difficult thing. Whatever that might be for you. That's the choice point. Cancer had this exact same, very, very similar reading, where you want to do the difficult thing. Otherwise, if you don't, it's going to come back around, and it's going to expand, and it's going to be much, much bigger. And it's going to be extremely difficult to deal with, okay? Which is why you always want to do the hard thing. Do it, get it over with, finish it, complete it, and you can start with something else, fresh, new energy, right? Because it's going to come back around. So there's a hidden energy here, an element in your situation here where you're going to be, there's an opportunity for a choice or a decision that needs to be made here that you're going to be unaware of. So be aware of it when it comes around, for you to make a decision to go the easy way or to do the hard thing. Do the hard thing. Do the difficult thing. That mountain is Saturn. That's the world. We got to climb that mountain and finish it once and for all, whatever this difficult situation is, right? Because you have to complete the energy or it's just going to keep coming back, and it's, it'll come back as the tower and pull the rug out from underneath your feet. I mean, again, judgment is the major wake-up call here, right? But what's helping you here is the Nine of Swords. So you've been here before. You've been through this difficult situation before. It's not telling me here because we got, like I said, we've got some majors here. There's emotional connections to family situations, relationships here. There's a need for you to make a difficult decision. Don't go the easy way. And the help is the fact that you've been here before. It's caused you fear and anxiety and worry and sleepless nights and anxiety and, right, depression and all of that. So you've experienced this before and you don't want to experience this again, right? It's like a wake-up call. You can't do this again, right? We have judgment coming through here now, which is the wake-up call. Like I said, this is ruled by Pluto. So something from the past is coming back up to the surface. Anything that was hidden, anything that you swept under the rug. I don't want to deal with it now. I don't want to deal with it now. Well, now you're going to have to deal with it. You don't have a choice, right? Pluto is going direct. The second week, I believe it's the second week of October. 2 weeks later, Saturn is going direct, the planet of karma. Then Jupiter is moving into Pisces, right? Into your sign if you have Pisces rising. In general, Pisces, any sort of energies, planets in Pisces. So that's the thing here. You have the opportunity to dissolve this large thing. It can dissolve whatever this is. And like I said, when these planets go direct, this is an opportunity for you to do the hard work. This thing is coming back around. It's going to come up to the surface for you to see. You're going to know exactly what it is. The hard choice is for you to do the hard thing, right? The wake-up call. Because if you don't, you're going to experience this again, and it's going to be extremely, extremely difficult. So you know exactly, Pisces, you know exactly what I'm talking about here, right? Let's just take a look into the runes here. We'll dig a little bit deeper and see what this is all about, if we can get a little bit more clarity, okay? Typically, I like to do a rune casting, but with these energies, with this specific spread, if I do tarot first, I prefer just to lay out the runes, because typically I do a rune casting and then lay out the tarot. So I like to just lay them out one by one. That's just my preference here for this specific reading. So in any case, let's go back to the recent past. And like I said, Birkenau Merkstave, you're like on the precipice of something new. You can create a new life for yourself, but you keep experiencing the same thing over and over and over again. It's like the opportunity here for you to break completely away from old ways of doing things, habits, patterns, cyclical situations, behaviors, addictions, attachments, obsessions. It could be a variety of things, who knows? It could be a financial situation. It comes down to, for some of you, your home, your property, group energy, right? Family-oriented, community-oriented. It could be a work situation, right? But it's coming back around, okay? And so for some of you here, I feel like you're experiencing this and things are getting amplified and bigger and bigger and bigger. And in this instance, in the past, it's like the bubble is going to burst. The bubble is going to pop. It has to at some point, because it's not going to just keep growing. The bubble will burst. And because of this, there's a final opportunity here to close the cycle out once and for all, whatever this might be for you. And right now, you're not doing anything. You could be frozen, maybe some of you, in just the fact that I don't know what to do. Maybe you don't have clarity. Maybe you don't have an idea. Maybe you are feeling stuck. Isa, this is the rune of ice. Maybe you're just kind of stuck in a frozen state and you don't know what to do, and you're experiencing this again. It's like, why does this keep happening to me? Why does this keep coming back around? Because you're not addressing the deeper issues. It's going to keep coming back. You cannot bury anything ever. Pluto will bring it up to the surface. If you try to hide anything, if something is ever trying to be hidden from you ever, it will never. Eventually it will come up. And maybe it takes decades. Maybe it takes centuries. Maybe it takes another lifetime, but it's going to come up. Right? And that's the thing, right? It's, if it's not resolved now, you're going to have to come back around again. You don't have to believe in past lives. You don't have to believe in anything. But this is what I'm just saying here for some of you. It's like the bubble will burst. To get to the point here is the fact that nothing is happening right now. You're not doing anything. The hard work, you're facing a choice point here, an opportunity to close out a major cycle or situation. And really what you need to do is go within and listen and know what you need to do, because your intuition is telling you to do this, to make these choices, make these decisions. It's showing up here is to do the hard thing, the difficult thing, whatever that might be. What the resistance? Where's the resistance? Where's the resistance? There's resistance somewhere. Plural resistance, the thing that you don't want to do, the hard thing. Where is that? What does it feel like with certain people or certain situations? What is that? That's the direction you want to go in. What you're not doing is what you need to do. Exactly, because that's what's holding you back. If you keep pushing it under the rug and I don't want to talk about it, I don't want to address it, I don't want to experience that, it's too difficult. My feelings, it's very difficult with there's feelings and emotions that need to come up to the surface to be healed. There's a strong element of emotion here, right? So there's some past situation for some of you. It could be a karmic situation, keeps coming back around, or repetition, could involve children or something from your childhood for some of you here. But again, there's an opportunity for you to break the pattern of the past. And what we have here with this 10 of Cups as your challenge, it's a community energy. There's a need for you to connect, to socialize, there's something here with your family members that you need to experience or to express. Again, the emotional expression could be resistant, not telling people how you truly feel on a deeper emotional level, right? Maybe for some of you, you're isolated and you're alone and you don't want to socialize for some reason. There could have been something that happened in the past. Well, you're meant to get back out there and socialize with people, connect. There's something here that's missing with the group energy to connect with others in some way that isn't happening in your life. Because some of you with Isa here, especially in the world, it's like an end of a chapter of being isolated and alone. You have to get back out there. You have to do something. The bubble's going to pop here, okay? Two of Wands coming through here, right? This has everything to do with, like I said, that choice point, right? You're at the fork in the road. Okay, and so what's hidden here is the potential for you to do the hard thing, what you don't want to do, the resistance to do the difficult, to climb the mountain. Nobody wants to climb mountains unless you're, personally, I like hiking. Not everyone likes to hike. Not everyone likes the outdoors. You know what I mean? Nobody likes to do the difficult thing. But that's the thing. Nobody likes to do those difficult things. People like to take the easy road. But that's the thing, that you're not going to grow, you're not going to evolve unless you don't want to grow and evolve. That's fine, but you're going to get these roadblocks in your life, and man, is it difficult. And you don't want to experience this Nine of Swords. You're going to experience it again if you don't do the difficult thing, whatever that is for you. And you already know what that is, but you have the potential that you don't know or are aware of to do that hard thing. Okay? So what we have here now then, like I said, with the help is the fact that you've been there, you've done that. But the help is that this is slow energy here with Urus. it's going to take some time. You can get to this point if you don't do the hard thing now, but it will eventually show up if you don't. So again, the help of the fact is that you've experienced it, and it was difficult, and it was long and drawn out. For some of you, it took forever, and it was an extremely difficult experience, and it was slow, and you thought it was going to last forever, right? But I also feel like the help energy is the fact that this is kind of a delayed energy. That if you don't want to experience this again, do the hard thing now, and you're going to push it off. You're going to push it off and push it off not push it off, but so to speak, you're going to delay the fact that it'll just, don't want to say disappear, dissolve. It won't be there, because the hard thing, that boulder, that rock is just going to, you've climbed it. You got to the top of, there's no more boulder. That boulder isn't climbed, that mountain is gone. You're on top of it. So you're on top of the mountain, so to speak. You know what I mean? It's almost like, how do I say this? I'm hoping I'm explaining myself, where again, if, like I said, there's a delay, this doesn't come across like it's going to happen right now and oh my God, you have to rush and do this and that and the other thing. Don't freak out, right? I'm just saying that there's a hidden opportunity here for you to do something difficult and make that choice point, right? And by doing this, any sort of difficulty that could come into your life is it's minimized, because it's almost like you're delaying and putting off the hard thing, but it's almost like it's not a delay because it's getting dissolved, if that makes sense. And the fact that it's a slower process of the fact that you're putting in the hard work and you're putting in the effort over a period of time, you won't have to experience this again. But if you keep putting this in and it comes in like a day after day after day doing the hard thing, whatever's difficult, and although you don't want to, nobody wants to do the difficult thing. Of course not. But I mean, if you don't want to experience this hardship again, that's what I'm trying to get at, is that whatever was swept under the rug, it's like you have a final point now to finally break out of this pattern and start a brand new life, a clean slate with people, situations, relationships, connections from the past, whatever this is for you, okay? And so you can experience this, but it just comes across as the fact that it's a slow and steady energy, right? Just work at it every single day. And then you don't have to experience this again, right? In this typical situation. I mean, who knows how many situations keep coming back around for people. Sometimes you experience a bunch of stuff that keeps popping up. It's like that whack-a-mole. You know what I mean? It's like, wow, and that's essentially what life is. If you don't do the hard thing, whack-a-mole, it's going to come back up. Okay. So the judgment energy, right? Well, we have red and stave coming through here, which is the energy's reversed. This energy's reversed as well. It's broken out, but it's reversed. Like I said, the opportunity for a clean slate is there, but it's something that needs to get worked through, right? This hidden potential for you to do the hard thing is there, and to put in the hard work now so you don't experience this again, right? But here's the thing with this as well, is that with judgment moving into the energy of November, like I said, it's something coming back up to the surface. It's this, major point in your life here where anything that has been kind of pushed down, it's like, okay, now you're going to see it. Now you got to do something about it. Okay. But it's also saying here, this is one of the runes of movement. And this has everything to do with the inner journey, right? It's not the outer journey. It's not about taking a whole lot of action right now and getting frazzled and excited and fearful. Not at all. This is the inner journey for you to go within and do the deep inner work. There's shadow work, Pluto energy, shadow work coming up to the surface. What do you need to do within yourself? Open up yourself to something here, perhaps around the past that you don't want to address. It's deep, it's emotional, it's painful, but it needs to be done so it doesn't keep coming back, and you don't have to keep doing it. Like I keep repeating myself over and over again, this is the inner journey. And so you're going to be going on this inner journey, and it's going to take you to places you've never thought you'd ever dreamed of going within yourself. As within, so without. You're going to shift and change your whole life into something complete. You're going to transform it into this 10 of Cups energy. Who doesn't want the 10 of Cups? right? And that's the thing here. That's what you can get. That's where you can be. That's what you can have. But don't get panicked in regards to the shifts in energies. What's coming through here for some of you is the deep inner work, the shadow work, what you don't want to look at, what you don't want to see, what you don't want to address within yourself. Because as within, so without. As you address these deeper issues, you acknowledge them, you make the changes within yourself, and you make the changes within your environment, and you allow things to start to shift and change. Because now, right now, it feels like you're stuck and you don't know what to do, and you're kind of frozen. It's like a frozen state. Just trust in the process, but have the courage, see the potential to do the hard, difficult thing, to go within. Like I said, the deep inner work, shifts in perspective, realizations, epiphanies, breakthroughs, all kinds of things when you want to go deep. And that's an opportunity for you to do that if you choose to do so, right? Nobody wants to experience this. This is something that can happen for you. It is available for you. But there's something within yourself that you don't want to look at that needs to be seen. Okay, so this is what I have for you here, Pisces. I want to thank you so much for watching, and hopefully you found this reading helpful.